Alright guys, this is just a short, hopefully a short video. I'm going to have a look at performance on Borderlands 4 at the moment for me. Just bear with me. So I've just booted into the game, probably been in it about 5 minutes, not even that. And this is my performance at the moment. In fact, that scan that's going on now, that run, that is the smoothest it's been so far. So let's try and test it out. There you see, it was stuttering. Oh, like, it's constantly like that. And obviously this is without any enemies at the moment. Some enemies there. I really want to fight these, but
one more person
right.
to take down tonight.
I'm using this gun because it's more than enough damage. Oh.
That one has some gravitas.
Oh, and there's a vile crack, I think. Yeah. Don't really want to fight that. Show you vehicles. Star. Really struggling.
Can't get trapped in here. Gotta change direction.
Right. So, let's go into the options and show you what my settings are at the moment. So I've got windowed full screen, that's so that I can flick between like other windows. Obviously at the minute I'm recording, so I've got my recording app on the other screen. Just to clarify, I have no issues with any of my other games that I'm playing when it comes to recording. It doesn't lag like this. So I've got an FPS counter up in the top left corner at the minute. So I am seeing the drops in frame rates from, say, originally I've kind of capped it at 60 now, but originally I had it just whatever, and it could go from something as like, so it's like my system is capable of 120, but it's staying around 70 or 80 most of the time, and then it will drop to like 30 or less in certain circumstances, which is obviously not good enough. VSync is on, calibrate. I'm not really bothered about any of that. So you've got the basics there. That's pretty good. Right. So this is why I've had to tweak it down from high. So my PC thinks that it can run this at high. So obviously I've got an NVIDIA 3080. I think it's GTX 3080. Not 100% sure on that, but it's definitely 3080. Just don't know what the wording of it is. So I've put it down at ultra performance. I've had it at performance. Let me have a look, see what. Obviously high for the scene capture quality, because if you go down one, it goes to low. So that's, to me, that's medium. There you go. Scroll down. No, why is it? Oh, hang on. There you go. And then obviously medium, high on the streaming speed. Like a lot of these settings have been really heavily lowered to basically try and help my performance. None of it is helping my performance. I just feel like it's stuttering all the time. I did, from launch up until the first patch, was able to play it fairly smooth. It wasn't perfect, but it was very rare I had any problems. Especially like early game, I was just like, it was running fine. So I wonder if the further into the game you get, the more problem you have with these performance issues. But I just wanted to share my spec, my settings, and show you how bad it is. Obviously, like, this is a combat scenario, probably not worse than what it was before. Is it improving over time, like Gearbox said? No, not really. Not to the point where I can actually...
Need to unplug that one.
And obviously...
Oh, I mapped that out perfectly.
Life for Life is a lot harder with this story. For context of where I am in the game, I've beaten Vile Lictor and the Ripper Queen. So I've not finished the game yet, but I've got quite a chunk into the game. Obviously, I would argue that while it's, you know, playable at times, this to me should not be, oh, let's get everybody playing the game for a few weeks, and while they're playing the game for a few weeks, we'll start working on performance and optimization. I know sometimes that's how you have to work things, but maybe if they hadn't tested it on minimum spec rigs beforehand, then that's a bit shitty of them not to. Personally, I think that should be a standard practice. You test it on a rig that's like, even if you got people in your team who have a home PC that's just above minimum spec, maybe get them to take the game home and try it out. It's not rocket science. I just personally think this amount of lag is just kind of... I know they're trying to fix it, and obviously thanks out to the developer for working hard on that. That's great, but it just feels like AAA games just do this far too often. They make it, they use the fact that they've spent a load of money on the budget and they're working really hard on creating a ultra pretty graphically fucking amazing game. They use the fact that it's a AAA game to basically not actually do it, optimize it, not have it running smooth, and just blame anyone who doesn't have a shit hot PC. Obviously this is more of a Randy Pitchford thing than the developers thing, but like the game itself, the content itself, I'm really enjoying, and it's probably, I'd love to know whether it's any better on console, but I'm not paying more money to buy a copy on console. If a friend or two is playing it on console and tells me it's running a lot smoother, happy days. But for me, normally I used to play these games on console, but I've since got a decent PC, so now I like to play these games on a PC because I'm on my PC all the time. It's just easier. And consoles, my PS5 is just sat, not really being used for quite a while, but you know,
Here's to the nth
that's just the
dimension.
way it goes sometimes. And also, like, it does seem to get better a little bit. Like, it's still stuttering, but, like, I don't know, I just feel like it should just run
The tinfoil brigade. game's
if you're
busy
being the
today.
minimum spec, it should run smooth.
Sanitizer when you need it. Now that's what I call personal growth.
And there you go, you see I'm at level 38 now. I'm not, it's playable to a point, it's a bit janky. It shouldn't be like this. I've paid like a lot of money for this game. If I paid like 40 quid, I could kind of like sit with it and be like, alright, they'll patch it within a few weeks. It's not too bad. But I think that's my main thoughts on that performance at the minute. I've heard it's improved for a lot of people and that's great, but this always seems to be the case for me with my PC and certain games. It's just like, it's working fine for me, and then they patch it and it just stops working as good. Like, I don't know what else to do. I've been recommended to do a few things: clear the NVIDIA cache, disable the shader cache file size or something. A few other tips that people have given me that I've tried. Nothing's really worked yet. But I just want to share that. I don't know if Gearbox have their own ideas on this, but personally I think it's got to be #1 priority. I mean, like, I don't understand how you can be middle of the spec. Like I said, 32GB RAM is I've got 32GB of RAM, I've got 3080 card, I've got Ryzen, I forget, but it's a decent Ryzen PC, and it's like, why is the onus put on me to have an insane rig when reality is, you know, as a PC developer, you're developing games for PC. If you were just developing it for console, fair enough, but you're developing it for PC as well, you should really be looking at the most commonly used cards and speccing two cards that aren't as powerful as that, because that's the most commonly used cards. Obviously some people are going to use worse cards, but equally, I don't know. I've got friends who are using worse cards who I haven't heard complaining about performance. So, I don't know. There's many factors it could be, but personally I just think it should be running fine, and it's not. But yeah, let me know what you think. Any tips, drop them in the comments. I will see you in the next video. Tatty bye.